right. Good evening, everybody. Let's do a brief audio and visual check. How's everybody doing? How are you, Baron?
I lost the bet today, but this trade makes up for it.
It's like you lost the bet but won the war.
Yeah.
You joined the. Shorts.
Join the short side. Join the short side.
Join the short side.
It's not very slow market tonight. Currently up. What is that? 125 points. I'm just gonna ride this. This TP is really far. So some people might look at this. Why is your TP so far? I'm just riding it for as much as I can. If it stops me out, that's okay. If it hits TP, that's great too. For as much as I can. If it stops me out. Dakota, by the way, I cannot see you.
Yeah, let me get this for you, and then while I get this set up so that you can see me, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and go through our regular intro. Welcome everybody. Welcome to slow-ish markets. Slow markets. I mean, it's faster than the fast markets. I tell you, tonight, the last 15 minutes have been. It's like the daily range in the NASDAQ that we've been seeing during fast markets. But as always, as always in the YouTube chat, there's our top step risk disclosure. This is not financial advice. It's not a signals class. It's for educational purposes only. And as you could see in the background, Baron, amazing trade. I was kind of getting excited because I hopped in with like 1 micro, and you can see on my charts, I'm up $272. And then Baron logs in. And just 5G.
I think it was like 7K at one point.
Yeah.
So I was only risking like $400 on this trade too.
I was telling Baron in the green room. I said I just about forgot to switch to micros and jumped into like 5 minis. And I would have been up. It's one of those woulda, coulda, shouldas. When you make the mistake, usually that's what happens, and it's the mistake. But never when it just dumps like this. But amazing trade, man. What were you seeing? You want to talk through it? Did you get the news before anybody else?
We were peaking out, same area where we started to reject from at the end of the day today here. I just saw us peaking out here. I did see the volatility start to come in, and typically when you see that volatility just spark up like right here, I was like, okay, I'm just going to short this, just give it this 5-minute candle high. Had VWAP up there as well. So I think my initial risk on this was, I was risking $600 on this. Just $600 a risk. I wasn't expecting this massive of sell-off. I was looking for probably like 50 points, 50 points, somewhere in there. Really just to come down to this previous level where we supported in the day, and it just started ripping lower. And when the momentum's strong like that, I just extended my TP and then just started trailing my stop on each new 5-minute candle.
Nice. This is the level I was looking for us to get earlier today. I'm going to be honest, these lower 800s, that's why we made that bet. I was a little nervous because when I looked at the market at lunch, we were at like...
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, this thing's just sitting between 30s and 40s.
I know.
Pumped this end of day, and then it fell, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes of the New York session, it tanked. I'm like, oh, thank goodness, man. In case you missed it, Bear and I, we had a bet for $50. We were Mark. You spotted me too much, man. That's what it was. You spotted me way too many points in the NASDAQ. This morning during fast markets, the market was around 22,960s, and I was short. He was long. I closed mine for scratch. You made a good trade. Made some profit there.
Yeah, it was about a 50-point trade on that.
Yeah, and then you're just like, I'll bet that we turned green on the day, and so I was like, okay, I'll take it. And then green was 23,040s. I was kind of surprised you spotted me that many points, but I was like, yeah, if you're walking down the street and see $50, you got to pick it up. But it was close, man. It was a close one.
I was really hoping after close it would go green, and then I could be like, well, Dakota, the daily candle closed green.
Then it was questionable. And then this happened, right? Tariffs. This market just completely sold off, and you just nailed it. You just nailed it. Locked in over $4,000, and that's not even the impressive part. I think if you want to talk in terms of percentages, Baron.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'll leave that one up to you.
I've talked about it in my Discord. So I've been in this live account since February. The balance has dwindled quite a bit. So under $10,000 left in this account. So quite a good return tonight on this, bringing some life back into the account. So we'll probably make it to another payout, and yeah, live to see another day on this account.
It's beautiful, man. Beautiful short on that. The question now is, I'm going to switch back to my chart. I'll kind of show you what I was looking at. I talked a little bit about it on fast markets from a daily perspective. So I love looking at daily technicals from a longer perspective. And I was looking, now this is regardless, because I don't know news was going to come out, right? I was looking for NASDAQ to hang around this consolidation, come back down and test these lower 800s. I was looking at this today, to be honest. I'm not going to preempt and say, news is going to bring us down just purely from a technical standpoint. The next level I have, and now this is looking a lot more realistic, Baron, is can we come down to the 22,600s? That's the next major level I'm seeing here in the NASDAQ.
I wouldn't see it probably. This is a pretty hard sell-off. I do think there needs to have been a retracement in this massive bull leg. Yes. Some of this has been driven by how down the dollar has been, and then the VIX has been incredibly low. I did see the other day someone calling out on Twitter that people were buying large amounts of VIX puts, which can elevate the market higher in a form of manipulation. So I do think that this pullback is healthy, just based off how crazy this rally up has been. So yeah, I would like to see this pull down a little bit, and then probably continue higher, probably pull that down this week or next week, and then continue higher at the end of the month. But I don't think there's anything wrong with this pullback. It seems like it's healthy.
Yeah, this is very healthy. Even more so, it needs to go. I don't say it needs to. It's one of those, it's you got to go down before you go up type situation. And then switching it back to my charts, this is daily. This is a daily, and we've had plenty of these decent sized pullbacks. This is very normal to have a 3. I've been looking for a 3% pullback for a little bit now, and just measuring these pullbacks that we've had before. That's about where that's usually about what we get. Nice little 3.5, maybe if we get a little overextended, 4%, but 3 to 3.5% pullback here in the NASDAQ is very healthy, to be honest, especially with the craziness that goes on. And there's always headlines coming out and giving us these nice fear buy the dip opportunities. We haven't seen a 3% pullback for a while now. We got 1.5%, and that happened in one day, completely reversed it. Just beginning of the week or last week was the similar 1.5%. Tonight we're seeing a decent one. So down towards those 22,600. That's still only 2.25. So I really wouldn't be surprised if this market does want to sell off. If we hit those 500 or 600 level, maybe overshoot it by a little bit, and then there could be some good opportunity down there.
This just we've been rallying since that
Trump signal,
Iran-Israel news. So, this, if you look at the daily time frame, when this rally really started moving out of this consolidation area, it was when the ceasefire was announced. And since that ceasefire was announced, we've moved up.
Yeah, right there near the end of June.
7%. It's a large amount. How many? 1,500 points. That's a lot to.
You're measuring from 21,600 or what?
Yeah, from that low. Where we bottomed out after the Qatar missile strikes.
Yeah, 7%.
And said that all the missiles shot down, no U.S. military injured. So, been rallying since then. I'd like to possibly see support in this 22,700 area. And then potentially even pull down to these highs from this previous consolidation, 22,310. That would be pretty nice. Buy the dip, get some long dated options, maybe like 3 weeks out, something like that.
You're talking my language now. That's the language. That's basically what I've traded as. I've actually been. I don't know if you've seen it, posting on Twitter or social media. That's kind of what I do. I love seeing these panic sell-offs of 3 to 5%, and then try and build a decent position. Looking, I look about 1 to 2 months out. Sometimes it's a couple weeks, depending on the situation. But that's kind of been my, I don't know a better way to call it other than it's like that's my bread and butter. And then this day trading thing has been a whole new world. And so we're seeing some beautiful market and price action here on the daily chart. So if we zoom in on the same thing, go ahead.
When I was trading options, I would look for, I started out doing like 0DTE, stuff like that. I think my best options trading, I haven't been trading options that much. I've really been focused on the future side. It was always like 2 or 3 weeks out. That was typically where I found the best amount of return for,
what kind of options did you do?
I would really just do naked options for the most part, but usually
buying in the money. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the money or like a few dollars out of the money.
Very directional.
Just Mag 7 stocks. I did some TLT as well. If I was doing TLT, I would do like 6 weeks out minimum, because that 10-year just does not move that much day to day. But yeah, usually I was finding the best, risk to reward with like percent gain, 2 to 3 weeks out.
So you were very, very directional in your options plays then.
Yeah, usually.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm a theta gang. I like some boring stuff in the options. Kind of let time work in my favor. But as we zoom into it now, I'm going to go through it really quick on my charts, and I'm going to keep it up on yours because you have that trade going, and I want to focus on your trade. Like I said, I'm up 272. I felt good about it until Baron came in and stomped all over. But hey, $200 is $200, man.
Hey, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that trade, Dakota.
270. Yeah, 272 plus the better one was the $50 that we have going. So actually, I'm up $322 today, net positive. But let's look at this on the hourly. So we looked at it from the daily. Now we're zooming in like Google Maps. And we are down at this level I've been watching for a couple days, which it looks like we're getting a nice bounce off there. Temporary, maybe. But these 830s, 840s, 820s, this lower zone. The next one, you can see this. I was talking about this. Baron and I was talking about this on the daily. That 22,600. That's that next level where we've bounced off a few times. And then finally, Baron was talking about these 22,300s. I might be interested in something in between there, Baron. Like there's some price action, and I can imagine there could be a nice run of liquidity or stops, break through that and then find some support. I don't know. It just depends on these headlines. Obviously, these headlines, and we know how tariff news can really cause some panic into this market. But
what was the headline that came out?
It was, I think, confirm with me. Chat is always good at confirming. Coach Hoop, if you're in the chat, I believe it was tariffs on Canada.
35%.
Yeah, Trump to impose 35. Yeah. So tariffs move this. Has been moving this market. So that's what I'm looking at going into tonight and tomorrow. My game plan for tomorrow is kind of just wait and see now to see if we can hold these lower 800s or if we just break down. If we do start to break down, then the 600 even right around there is going to be my next target.
Yeah, I might close this because I don't think Canada matters that much. I think the big players are like China.
Okay.
China and like Vietnam, EU, all that. I might just close this. I kind of want to long it.
Order filled.
I'm gonna take that 4,800. Some slippage on the live account. So.
Okay. two in the hands worth one in the, or one in the hands worth two in the bush.
Yeah.
You locked in that profit
Should
right
I,
there.
should I try this on a? I'll try it on a micro. I'll try it on some micros. See if
You're trying what? You're going to be buying this?
yeah. See if we can catch the long. Because I don't think the market cares that much about Canada. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it cared 200 points worth so far.
Yeah, but it's Canada, man. Like what are we buying from Canada? What are we buying from Canada besides like I'm assuming their exports are lumber, maybe steel, but probably not as much as like China or something like that. What does Canada export? What does Canada export to the U.S.?
Yeah, lumber, oil, syrup, copper.
I'm gonna try.
Order rejected.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait. Oh. MNQ. I was like, why did that reject? I know why it rejected. I was showing my Discord how to set contract limits on Topstep X. So I still have a contract limit of 3.
Order rejected.
What's your favorite thing about it? Like, how has Topstep X treated you? I know.
I don't. My max position. I guess my max position size is 3. They might have changed that. I guess.
Order filled.
What are you doing over there?
Order filled.
Giving everyone in the chat
I'll
PTSD.
risk 50 points. I'll risk 50 points here. See if we can get a little buy the dip situation. I just don't think there's much. You
know what we could look at is crude oil, because there's a lot of. Let's take a look at this.
What is Canada export to the U.S.? Let's see.
Yeah, you can. It's crude oil. Yeah, look at crude oil. A big one.
Yeah.
Oil, natural gas.
Products, wood.
Oil's not even moving. Oil's not moving. Crude oil's just flatlined. Let's take a look at gold. You're long. You bought the dip.
I'm long 3 micros.
Yeah.
I'm long 3 micros just to see if we really care about Canada and the U.S. I don't think we do. I don't think the market cares too much about Canada.
Gold's breaking out. That's a beautiful setup on gold, though. Look at this. We broke through this downtrend. So that right there, I see gold going up. Gold's definitely a bullish. That is as big and beautiful of a candle I've seen as a break of a trend here on gold. This is an hourly chart too, so I think this is a signal for me to where I'm looking for gold longs, finding longs in gold.
I need to send you your $50. I'll do it on stream.
People. You don't have to send it to me. What we could do is we could actually, yeah, send it to me. I'll give it out to Slow Market team member. I will give it away.
Dakota Andrews, right?
Yeah. Whatever I sent however much I sent you last time. Same place.
We're trading money back and forth.
That's all we're doing. Yeah.
All right. $50 sent. Let me know if you got it.
Let's see. I'll put it towards the slow markets community.
Good deal.
Out there giving my birth name.
Hey, I didn't give the middle name or the social security number. I think you're fine.
Okay, I got it. Okay, $50. $50. You heard it, everyone. This is just me and Baron's kind of side things that we've been having going on since you've joined Slow Markets.
I really should have taken you up for that 10K bet that one time.
What was it? I can't remember, man.
It was, you thought NASDAQ would go to, it was some crazy price. And I was like,
yeah. And then I put up
chance of that happening. And then we absolutely dumped.
We tanked. It was like something like we see it tonight. Hey, you'll have another chance if you're willing to go up to those high dollar amounts. Okay, there we go. And let's do hashtag slow markets, chat. I think maybe that's what I'll do it towards. I'll do it. I'll talk about it on my in my personal social media. Personal social media. I'll put that link there, Baron. Any money I win off of you, I'll put towards my community. And I hope you do the same. I don't know what I.
Yeah, I mean, I like whenever I win money off you, I'm buying people's combines. I'm buying someone a 50K combine.
I think that's what I probably gonna be doing too, man. We're going against each other and the community's winning. We're just taking losses.
Yeah, we're the real losers.
We're the real losers. The community just gets to enjoy it. Let's see. Anyway, I like the gold longs. I really do. And you are catching a falling knife. It's not a falling knife. I mean, especially the past few months, right? It just depends where you catch it. Man, we did bounce off those 830s, that level. Pretty hot. You're in the money, right? You're right around break even.
Yeah, right around break even. I didn't get the best entry. I kind of top ticked it. So, I mean, I'm only risking $330. So,
okay.
Okay. It's 3 micros. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
If it was 3 minis, that's $3,000 up there.
I almost, man, almost. Why can I not just mess up that one time? I only mess up when it when the market goes against me. What? Yeah. Just I would love that one time I just fat finger 5 or 10 minis when it like whoops, and then the market tanks like that. Usually it's always the opposite. Always. Any of my mistakes. I like this gold trade so much, man. I think gold could get up above 3370s again. Let me switch it to my charts. The fact that we broke through this trend line, I really do think that gold could get up to these 3370s. So I'm gonna look for a pullback here in gold and get in long.
Let me take a look at gold. I came up with a gold strat. There's an IB on gold. So I talk about the IB a lot. The IB to me essentially is you're finding highs and lows, and then you're finding a set time. So like how long does it take for the IB to set, and then you're finding a session time. Like those are the 3 factors. There's a gold IB from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern that holds till, let me check what the stat was. I'm dropping some sauce. It goes from
dropping some sauce.
It goes from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Let me share my
about dropping some sauce. We do have to end. I might end a little bit earlier. I'm going to be babysitting a kid.
Okay. So this is from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. So the session, the time for the IB set would be 9 to 10 p.m. 75% chance of a single break. The rejection stat isn't like super nice. Let me reset this. So this is determining which side breaks. 70% chance if the low forms first, the high breaks, and then the buy levels report. Let me see. Let me make sure this is all reset. 1 hour.
I hope you get a commission from this, from these guys.
Yeah, I am an Edgeful affiliate, so I get people who sign up. The level's not the best, but I mean, there's still something to target there.
I like it.
Overall, it's decent.
You're gonna have to. So, here's what's gonna have to happen, Baron. You're flying to Florida, right? You're packing tonight. Yep. You're getting ready. You're gonna be flying to Florida. Once you get settled in, I'm coming out there.
Are you?
And you're gonna teach me some of this edge.
Hey! Look at that! Look at that, Dakota.
I see.
We are in the money, baby. We catch the short. We catch the long.
Trade it up.
I should have put 3 minis on this.
You should have put 3 minis on
I should have
there.
put 3 minis on this. Expand on my lead. No, 3 mic. I like this. This is more of a. It's a speculative play, so I want to be sized kind of small on this. So far, so good. So far, so good. We'll see what happens when we come up to this session VWAP. Actually, this VWAP is wrong. I need to reset this. That is another one of my complaints with Topstep X is the VWAPs are wrong.
For the where you have to manually place it?
No, so your VWAP, it depends on, like, here it doesn't look wrong at all. But if I was to place like a weekly VWAP on here, like I like to place the weekly VWAP. What was Sunday? What day was Sunday?
I was like,
Dakota?
What day was Sunday?
Yeah, what day was Sunday? It was the 6th.
Chat. What day was Sunday? It was 4 days ago, right?
So let me place this VWAP on here. Okay, I'm gonna make it green so it stands out. This VWAP, sometimes I've seen it where the line adjusts based off what data you have loaded. So if I reload my Topstep X, and if I'm just looking at this, oh, I didn't save it.
Rip.
But sometimes I've seen it where the VWAP will be wrong. Like it will show the line, like the line won't line up with where the line is on my trading view. I do like to use weekly VWAP because
I'm long 3 micro gold, just so you know. Keep going.
Okay. I like to look at the weekly VWAP. Like yesterday, we tapped into it and then rallied off it. Today, we dipped under it and then started to rally off it. I think it's a good indication for just higher time frame direction. So I'll use that, but sometimes the VWAP will glitch on here.
Got it. I don't use the indicator enough to know. God, what am I doing longing gold? I'm just gonna keep adding.
I would let this pull back a little deeper, Dakota, on gold.
I'm gonna add to it.
Like I would look for this to pull down to the 340s or 3340 or like somewhere in there.
Yeah, I added right here at 42. We got to the top of the hour happening in about 30 seconds. And I'm looking for this thing to just moon.
All right, we were up, and now we're back at break even.
Uh-oh. Yeah, let's go.
I might have spoke too soon on the trade.
Spoke too soon.
That's why we're in 3 micros.
Someone says,
we can play around. We can play around.
Careful, Baron. I don't like affiliates. That's wrong. That's false. Affiliates could be really, really good if it's utilized correctly. But
yeah, I only have, I think the only affiliates that I really like, I don't even promote. Like I promote the Edgeful one, and then I have a Bookmap affiliate. But both of those are market tools that I feel comfortable promoting them.
Yeah, and that's how it should be, right? Is you use them, you've used it for a while, you feel comfortable, you're transparent, and there's nothing like
I would use.
Shady
like
or transparent.
I use Bookmap and I use Edgeful every single day, and honestly, I think Edgeful should be more expensive than it is because it's only $50 a month, and I'm like, there's a lot of data in here. Like I would legitimately pay like $100 a month for the service.
Nice,
but it's $50.
I added again to that gold at 340. I'm long 5 micros now from 341.
Okay.
There's my chart so you can see it. My CYA is at 31. Let's go.
Oh yeah, this dipped down to 3340s.
Yeah, we got down to 39.6. But that's to me, that's the way affiliates should be. That's what I remember. I mean, it's like if it's transparent, you're not trying to deceive anybody. You're not just selling to shill just because you like. Oh, what pisses me off the most, man, is where you have no idea about what this is, and then they're just trying to peddle an affiliate code. It's like, man, they just started. They just opened up. How do you know? Like, you really want to put your own reputation on like connecting it with this? And to me, it's like, I know for the fact that Topstep shares my values. I've been in enough meetings, and I've been a coach, and I've worked with Coach Jay and the team for almost 2 years now, that I'm perfectly fine putting my name alongside theirs. Come on, gold. You're still long the Nasdaq?
I'm still long. I'm pretty much flat on it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, gold's sinking down, Dakota.
Gold's just going sideways right now.
Yeah, it's continuing to
Well,
bounce.
it's going back and forth, right? This is the spike in volatility we get usually at the top of the hour. Usually we see it down, up, down. I'm looking for it to break
you
those
see an
highs.
injection of volume in there.
Correct. Yep. I've enjoyed micros lately, to be honest. A lot less stress in front of the camera. It's like, I could put on a $50,000 options trade and think nothing of it, but like 3 micros in front of thousands, it's like, oh my god, I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I had a 3-day losing streak this week, so that did not feel great. I did cycle some accounts, cycled 2 sets of 150K accounts at a different firm. That cost me about $1,000. I did end up getting them passed today. So as long as I get a payout from those, in terms of prop firms, I just think about it as ROI. Like,
yeah, okay.
I just spent $1,000 on these. If I get a 5K payout, my ROI is what, 500%, 400%, something like that.
Return on investment, man. GK says, this is any advice for starting boxing? I've done jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai for years. I'm just coming off an injury. Well, if you've done other sports, combat sports, contact sports like that, you probably understand the idea of coming off injuries, right? It's more about taking it slow, taking care of your body first, and easing your way into it, and not going full bore. And trying to bring that back to trading, it's just like, hey, start with 1 or 2 micros before you just jump into it, or even start. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna tie that back into trading. But you get the idea. You get the freaking idea.
Jab, right?
Jab. Yeah.
Dakota, the only thing I don't like about this gold trade is higher time frame. It's pushing right to a level where it rejected previously.
Show me. Let me see. I'm seeing your.
Okay. Oh, right up here, right in here. This is where we previously rejected. Lines up with a higher time frame fib.
48s.
Yeah.
See, I'm targeting those 70s.
4. I do see it. I understand the push higher, but that's my one concern with this. Is you're right in this area where we previously rejected on the 1 hour, right in here. And then you have the overlapping fib. So I can also go long though. From here to here, like if you just take from the base of this move to here, it is reacting off that 0.5 so far.
Makes sense. Sometimes when gold gets in a trend, it's hard to
likes to just trend up.
It just does not stop. So that's what I'm looking for this to do off of maybe a tariff news headlines, and the fact that we broke out so strong that 5 minutes, and we've been making a higher low. So I am looking for those at minimum. At minimum, I could take a couple contracts off at maybe 33.54, maybe those mid 50s, and then the 70s. But yeah, I see what you're seeing is we rejected there before in those mid 40s, but we need to get through them. Once we get through
doesn't mean we reject there again, but just
correct.
Cautious.
It's the issue with it. Yeah. Yep. If we break through them and get through it, then I think I could leave a couple running overnight. Slow market trade of the night, maybe.
The name of my candle indicator. It's going to be this one, this HTF Power of 3. I just put it on the daily.
Okay. And there is my link to the YouTube, or not the YouTube, the Twitter. Let's go do some slow markets real quick. Hashtag slow markets. Let's go through that. There's my thing, and
wait, Dakota. Let me tweet something out. Let me,
Okay, you
let me
do that. You do that. I'll see it. But while
to,
you do that,
I need to log in off my phone to
okay,
grab
you
a
do
screenshot.
that. I'm gonna
Gonna
go through
log
some
in.
of these right now. Can't wait to see the reaction. Looks like someone was sitting there. Skippy, shout out to you. Slow markets, Baron looks sitting there pre-market, watching the sell-off right before slow markets started. So there's one of them. Thank you, Skippy. Going through. There's another one. Gabriel, popular, been here, has been on slow markets before. Looking for guests. Going to be doing guests. Express funded account up $1,000. Looks like Gabriel caught that gold long that we're sitting here talking about. Looks like 10 micros. Can't see the exact price, but it looks like, I'm not sure. I can't see that, but closed it out at 344 in the XFA. Great trade. And if you're going to tweet something, let me know so I could double check and review it.
I'll put a hashtag in here.
Okay, or you can just tag me in it.
Your
If
slow
you tag
market.
me in it, then then I'm good. Like, I'll see it
Okay.
as we're watching this. And then you are in your NASDAQ long. I still like it.
And then let me get tag with Topstep. Okay. There you go. It's tweeted.
Okay, let's see this. Did you tag me in it?
I added you.
You added me.
Yeah, I hit at Coach Dakota. I didn't tag you.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Let me see.
There it is. There it is. I'll reshare this one. I'll reshare this one. Hashtag slow markets. Can't beat that. I gotta do this one. So we gotta bump your numbers up too.
Yeah, I haven't been posting too much on Twitter. Need to post on there a little bit more.
Yeah, and the last one for right now, and then we'll do some more, is going to be right here. Sam, no FOMO. Confirm trading lockout.
There you go.
Nice. It's difficult. Now, I know there's going to be those traders in the chat that always say, oh, it's easy. You just don't trade. Well, when you look at the markets and you see movements like this, it's hard to tell yourself, and it's hard to keep that discipline to not trade. It is. What about you? I'm sure you've dealt with plenty of FOMO, right?
Yeah. I was really, really good about locking my accounts. Like when I was in the XFAs, pretty much every payout I got was because I locked the account. I would say, okay, I made $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I'm locking the account. Kind of struggled that in the live account. I just keep pushing for more instead of just locking it up. And I think part of that is, when you're trading multiple XFAs, you're like, oh, well, I'm up 3,000, but you multiply it by 5 and it's like, oh, I'm up 15 grand. Let me just lock the account.
Yeah.
So kind of a different mindset there. I have not been very good about locking it in this live account. I've had some days with massive profit where I just didn't lock it out and ended up pushing it too much, started over trading, and then ended up losing on the day. I think the worst day was I was up 20 grand and didn't lock the account, and then ended up over trading in pre-market when nothing in my system told me to take those trades, and ended up hitting my DLL. So just completely throwing that profit out the window.
I have been there. Mindset I struggle with, and I work on the psychological side of my trading and just life in general, is the daily loss limit, right? Say you have a live account. Say my live account. Say it's $3,000. This is just an example. Then you make money, right? Then you're up, say, $2,000, and then you start thinking, it's like, well, I have $5,000 worth of room. Then you make, maybe a couple more, and then you're like, oh, I actually have 9,000, so I could just, trade size and have that big of a stop loss. That's what I struggled with, where I'm like, okay, I want to continue to get bigger and grow bigger, grow bigger, grow bigger, trade bigger size. And then it's like, not actually really. The better way to think about that is you make 50,000, you still want to use like some $3,000 a day loss limit. So if you give it back, you're just a scratch day or something like that. And I know you mentioned it before here on Slow Markets where, man, if you would still only risk $1,500, you would have saved a lot of money by following that type of risk management.
Yeah. Or, the next, say you're up $1,000, the next trade you take, your max risk on that is 500. If you lose that one, then your max risk is 250. So it's very hard to lose that way. It's like a reverse martingale, I guess you would call it, where you're cutting your size in half each time because you're like,
exactly. Yes.
Profit. I want to have some green at the end of the day, but being able to expand on it as well.
Yep. Man, this gold trade is not doing too well. We're chilling here at 37.38.
My NASDAQ trade's looking decent.
Yeah, we're sitting here watching it. It's hovering around.
Yeah, Dakota, this is rejecting out of that supply zone there.
Yeah, it is. Really nice too.
So maybe you should have shorted. Maybe you should have shorted the pop. Shorted the pop, Dakota.
I should have just shorted the pop in gold. My CYA is still at 31.8. 31.8. 3331.8. So still got a little ways away to go. But I'm liking your long trade up into those.
I know. I kind of want to switch over to one mini here because I think I could cut my risk down to the 70s. It's about $600 of risk, but I think it's too far from where I'd like to get in now to switch over to that. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep the three. I'm gonna keep the 3 micros. I'm not gonna touch it. Don't want to just cut it and then hop in a trade, increase that risk. Because I would set my stop probably. Let me turn these executions off just so I can see the candles better. I'd either put my risk here or here. So what is that? It's 30 points of risk right now. But if I was to close and re-enter, it's 45 points of risk. So
got it.
It'd be like $2,000.
Plus, you're already up almost $5,000 tonight. I mean, what more can you ask for to start Friday, right? And it's Friday, so you want to make sure you're not giving back profits before the weekend.
Yeah, I'll probably. I mean, I do free stream Fridays in my Discord. So get come into stream up a good bit. I can just kind of look for 1 or 2 trades, call it a day, start packing. I still have a lot to pack. I need to pack up my computer. I need to.
When's your flight? You're flying out here soon.
I am flying, so I'm shipping a lot of stuff down. My car got delivered, so
to Florida.
I'm ready to. Yeah, I just had it shipped to Florida, and then my buddy picked it up. So I'm excited to get down there, drive that thing.
Yeah, how are you gonna like the Florida weather?
I'll probably be fine with it.
Okay. I'll wait until it cools down a little bit before I come out there. You get settled in. Maybe this fall I could fly down there and hang out with you guys. And how many?
I've only been to Florida like twice. I've been to Miami twice. So I don't know how it is down there.
I've only been there 3 times too. A couple of them was just passing through from a connecting flight. One of them was on a nice cruise. Another was business.
I went down there last year for a trader meetup, and then I was down there 2 years ago for 2 or 3 years ago for Rolling Loud, which was insane. But that was both of those. So I was down there in October last year, and then it must have been like July when I was at Rolling Loud, and it was the weather was kind of crazy.
Okay, and wow, Danielle says meet up this winter. We'll wait until it's cold here in Chicago. Okay, that would be pretty fun. Wait until it's cold here, and then fly out there to Florida and enjoy that nice weather.
Yeah.
Get the summer bod going.
I know. I need to get back to the gym. I've been on my gym shit.
You've been on what?
I haven't been on my gym shit.
What's your gym shit?
Gym shit. I just staying up, going to the gym,
Okay.
like 5 days a week.
5 days a week. Going hard
Yeah,
then.
yeah. No, that's not that hard. 5 days a week. I feel like you get 2 rest days in there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I've been doing 2 days for the past 2 months, and it's been tough. It's been really tough. Getting used to cold plunges every morning. Started out at 50 degrees, and I'm down to 45 degrees, and it's still tough.
Yeah, that's they've done studies on like ways to shock your nervous system. Your body never gets used to cold. It will never get used to the cold.
No, it does not. No, man. It's a mental thing. Yeah, I still have not got used to it. I don't think I'll ever get used to cold plunge, but it is refreshing. Like you feel great afterwards, after you get warmed back up. Cold is
What
psychological.
if this move just fully recovers? We get a shock drop from Canada tariffs. We fully recover.
Buy the dip.
would
You know
be-
what? I wouldn't be
That
so
would be
surprised.
how rational this market is.
I would not be surprised. We got down to that daily consolidation. It is slow markets. This gold's continuing to push lower. Of course, man. Why would we not buy the dip? I mean, I keep this on my desk and I keep reminding myself of it, but I'm waiting for a bigger dip, I guess. I don't know.
It did push pretty deep below that VWAP.
I'm talking from like a couple day sell off.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the weekly VWAP right now because it's a shorter time frame. It kind of tells me who's in control for the week. For the most part, there hasn't been too much movement on it. I mean, we were completely flat on Tuesday. Like it was above it, it was below it. VWAP didn't move at all, and then last 2 days, tapped into it, bounced out of it twice, but didn't. It failed to Nasdaq at least failed to push highs. The S&P today was just ripping.
It's just ripping.
Yeah, it was hitting all the extensions.
Taylor
Very clean,
says, Dakota and this napkin. Hey, this napkin, I'm going to have this on my desk for the next, who knows? I'm going to sign it and give it to MP.
Give it to MP with some peas, some frozen peas.
Frozen peas. You can put it right next to that shirt.
Hey, I still have your $5 bill. Still your
Do you?
$5 bill in my wallet.
You're gonna
Yeah.
put it on the frame and put it on the wall, right?
Probably put it on a magnet, put it on the fridge.
Put on magnet on the fridge. Hey, okay. I'll take that.
I still need to get my like live certified live fund trader certificate printed out and framed.
Okay.
That.
You need to get some pins too. I have these. You got to get your pins from the Topstep team.
I got the 5K one.
Oh, okay, sweet. How many payouts have you taken already?
From the live account. 3 from the live account. I've taken at least probably 20 payouts, over 20 payouts from Topstep.
Do you know the total dollar amounts?
It's probably close to 200 grand.
Okay, so yeah, you could probably get some of these
It was-
pins.
it was-
I'm looking
it was
at them, and there's I have a 100K pin here. I'm trying to read these. It's a little dark on this side. There's a 5K, 10K, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 75, and 100K club. And they're not like a little janky pin either. They're pretty heavy and solid. They sent me them all on one.
Where's my? I need those pins because I took 73 out last year,
Okay.
and then I've taken 130 or 140 out this year.
Okay, so you're up. Yeah, you're up there. Yeah, they need. Makes sense. Oh, look! Danielle says she'll send them.
Okay, Danielle, you'll need a new address. I'll text you
Bring
the new
tacos
address.
for dinner. BTFD.
Hey, this long is cooking up, Dakota. This long is cooking up.
Yeah, it's
We're right
looking
at VWAP.
good, man. It's
So-
looking really good. We're pushing these 920s. Gold's just chilling at these 36s, 37.
Now I'm wishing I took the
I'll personally deliver those.
Beat up
pins.
another $2,000.
If
I'm just gonna type my stop here, because we are right at VWAP. I don't want to see it reject off there. Actually, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Risking $95. I think that's proper management for me.
Okay, maybe I just go and I personally deliver those pins to you.
I mean, that works too.
And
Send MP down to Florida. Send MP down to Florida.
send MP down to Florida. Like what are those sweepstakes where they knock on your door and have a big check? Traders something clearinghouse. I can't remember. My grandma would always used to put into that. Gold still hovering 37. Just waiting for, come on, gold.
No, this looks like it's gonna sell off, Dakota.
Publish.
Are you still in this long? It does not look bullish anymore.
I'm in this long gold until 31.8.
That's a wide stop.
Well, it's micros,
That's a
man.
wide
It's
stop.
micros,
Yeah, but
and the
still,
setup
it's a
is a
wide
higher
stop.
time frame. Like that's the beauty about micros is
Yeah.
you have wide
But
stops
you-
to take profits, and
should
it's a
you-
higher time frame.
But okay, I wouldn't personally change the way I'm trading just because I'm on micros. I would still use the same stops. It's still like
Well, it's
if I'm
the
trading
time
on
frame. I
Nasdaq,
adjust
like-
my size based off the time frame usually. Like an
Okay.
hourly time frame, I can't trade minis because
but
the
you're
stops.
pushing into a supply zone where we rejected before.
Well, that's why I have my
Is
stop
that-
loss at 331.8.
It's a failed breakout. Is that not a failed breakout?
Is this retesting?
No, this looks like a failed breakout.
All right. Well, that's why we have a stop loss, Baron. Do you want to bet on this one now, Baron? Is this what we're getting?
Yeah.
At? Do you want
Yeah.
your $50 back?
Yeah, I do want my $50 back. What's the bet, Dakota? I bet you get stopped out on gold.
Okay.
What's your stop at?
331.8.
331.8.
Yep.
Okay, I'm setting an alert on my trading view. And I'm getting my $50 back.
Okay, fine. Sure. Why not?
$50 back.
I'll take the risk. I'm
this
risking five.
Nasdaq one?
That adds $50 worth of risk on this, so I'll
Yeah.
consider that to my risk reward here. So let me do that
This
calculation.
Nasdaq long is
Risking 500. That puts me at $550 worth of risk now.
okay.
That's going towards my risk. Nick for a tick hops in here. What happens if you both get stopped out? Does Nick get the $50? Baron's already locked in profits.
Yeah, now I got my stop and profit too. This ran about 50 points.
For, how far off those lows? It's 50 points off those lows.
Off the
No,
bottom
it's-
of the dip,
No, it's way. It's
100
100 points off those lows.
Yeah.
Buy the dip opportunity. That's the market we're in. Oh, we're gonna pass this $50 back and forth for the next year, man.
No, I'm only gonna start taking high probability bets, Dakota.
Yeah, what was the one you took this morning? I'm thinking like
It was
spot,
it was for the
and then
daily-
you
it was for
spotted
the
me
daily
like
pin
50 points, dude. You're like, sure.
I know. I was really confident that daily candle would close green, and it was right there. It was right there, and then it just didn't.
I know you got perked up on the chair. I'm like, oh, man, I could probably double it and he'll take it.
I was watching it the entire I was watching it. I was like, it's just sitting at these 30s, 40s. I was like, just go up a little bit more. Please.
I know you were so confident. I was thinking I could just name my price and you'll just take it.
No, I was looking for that green daily candle close. So that's the price. It would have been green.
It would have been.
What if it was completely flat? 0.00?
Then
that
it's
tie?
a draw. Tie. Yep. Tie. I would give it to you because you called the price. So, and you spotted me those points. And we're back to slow markets, man.
I mean, Nasdaq still. I mean, the markets aren't that slow.
Yeah, true. Gold is now back to slow, but Nasdaq is not compared to what we were about 30 minutes ago. Sure.
This is sitting right at VWAP. I'd like to see it hold it and just continue to push higher.
I think gold bounces off this. I think this is the retest of that breakout.
No, this. If I had the data package, Dakota, I would short. I would have shorted gold.
Hey, you are indirectly, man. You are $50.
Hey, let me check my Discord. Let me ask them if anyone shorted gold.
You're short. You have a $50 worth of risk on the short gold, take profit. But I can show you something here. Let me show you something here. Let me show you something. You see this breakout and the fact that we're retesting. I didn't think we'd come all the way down and retested it, but you can see I'm really happy with this trade, man. This is gold. This is gold.
We got some people saying that they did short gold.
Dakota, whatever happened to buy BTFD? I mean, we're doing it right here in gold, and it's the napkin's sitting right here. I'm gonna have this napkin on my desk for who knows how long. I'll be 50 years old, saying this is the napkin that started it all. Adam B says, "Who is this guy? So arrogant." Who?
Hey.
Who?
It's because I'm young, bro.
Hey, you're confident.
I just like to have fun.
It's I don't mind it. I really do enjoy it. I was probably a little bit more arrogant than you are in high school.
Listen, trading the market is stressful as it is. It's fun to just like poke fun at, just have some banter
and smile and laugh at some of your losses. If you can't laugh at a loss or a bad read, then you're taking this way too hard on yourself. Oh, Baron, let's get this gold.
This is just the retrace before it dumps.
Okay. You can find the time frame that will correlate to your opinion.
Yeah, my the IB, so it's from 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So this would be, the high would be this. This is how I would set it up. Go on indicators, pull edge full IB, and then reframe this to be
so what's gonna dictate a win is if it
hits your stop.
If it hits my stop.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And what's dictating a win for me is if it doesn't, right?
Yeah, as long as your trade works out.
As long as my trade works out. Okay. Now
yeah.
It's working out, man. Let's see if we can get back up and break through these highs.
Okay, so this is your IB level. Let me get these labeled. So this IB is forming right now, the high and the low set. Yeah, you would wait for either a break to one side or try to short it or long it based off where the IB sets up.
I have green on the screen now, so if I close it, I win. or I think I'm joking. I think the retest of these highs is what I would classify as a win. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, if I would say if it pushes those Asia highs, we'll declare you the winner.
46 would put me at about 47 is a 1-to-1 for me right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we'll go based off of. Because I would assume you would adjust your stop somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'll take a couple contracts if we come back up and test these highs we made in these 46s, 47s. Here, I'll show you my chart. You can see it, right?
Yep.
There's my chart. So I got into 7 micros now. I added on the way down here. But average price, 3340.6, CYA, 331.8. And so I'll take a couple contracts off if we get up to these highs and then leave a couple on for a runner. Like I said, my stretch target is those 70s.
Okay, so 47, if it gets to 3347.2, you win. If it gets to 331.8, I win.
Sure.
That's the bet.
Yeah, we could do that. We could have a binary like that.
Yeah. We're up 50 points on this MNQ long.
In slow markets, man. In 3 micros, $300.
I want to see if this, it's above VWAP now, but I'd like to see NQ push higher.
Yeah, let's see gold push higher too.
It's also right at the 0.5. I might take this off.
Let's go gold. I think we're 2 for 2 now on our wagers. We're 2 for 2.
Are we?
Yep. We are 2 for 2. The one you won was a $5 bet though.
Yeah, I know. Should have been a 10K. Should have been a 10K bet.
It should have been, yeah. What I was thinking about is what we should have done was just have a $5 bill, and we just pass it back and forth, and we could sign and date it.
Okay. How would we
mail it or something? I don't know. Mail it. We could like overnight it to each other back and forth, and we could save the date and the stamps or something. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. We'll have like a $5 bill with like 20 different dates. We'll have to think of something. I mean, it's all recorded here on YouTube.
Yep. True.
Bilbo says fax it. That would be some memorabilia going back and forth. Your target for NASDAQ is 990.
Yeah, that's right at that weekly VWAP. See if we come back up there. It's a bit far. So far, we're sustaining at that overnight VWAP, so no reason to take this off. See if it starts to push higher.
Do it for a year with bets, and then after the year is up, auction it off for charity. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd go for at least $5.
It's worth $5.
Let's see. Gold's pushing back up to 42. Come on, let's have a nice breakthrough before the end of the session. You got a
ambulance right outside my apartment.
Oh. Speaking of that, let's turn some tunes on. We could turn some. I completely forgot about the music. I've been enjoying slow markets tonight.
Well, it's been fast markets. It's been fast
Yeah,
markets
yeah, it's been
for
fast
both
markets.
gold, Nasdaq.
Yeah. You excited to move?
Yeah, I'll be in a pretty quiet suburban neighborhood, so
Sick.
it'll be good. The thing I think I'm actually, there's multiple things I'm excited about. I'm excited to live with my two friends who also trade, and then I'm really excited for that freaking car, dude.
Your what?
I just got a new car down there.
Oh, tell me about
So,
it. Tell me about it. You
it's
have
a-
something? I want
It's
to.
a 2008. It's a 2008 M3 with a 6-speed.
Okay.
6-speed manual.
Okay, so you're upgrading. You're upgrading. You got
Yeah, it's a little bit older of a car.
nothing wrong with that.
No, I've wanted one of these for a while. Like, I have like this older Lexus here. It's actually around the same year, but I just don't really drive that much in Texas because I live right by 2 grocery stores. There's a bunch of bars and restaurants right on my street, so I just would never drive, and I just couldn't justify like buying a new car when there's nothing wrong with this one. But a move is, move is pretty solid.
Okay, do you have any pictures? You can send me a picture through Discord.
Yeah, let me set it through my phone. Actually, if you go in my Discord, just go in the non-trading chat. There were some pics posted of it.
Okay, let's see if I could navigate the Discord.
It's it's below the premium section, so it's just the community chat section. It's called non-trading chat.
Yeah.
Or I can just forward it to you.
All right, just forward it. Oh, is that you? With name's Eric.
No, yeah, my friend Eric, the one who I'm moving in with, he
Oh, okay. There
yeah.
we go. That's sick. Do you mind if I share these?
No, go for it.
Okay. Let me. I gotta. Here's one of them. There's a picture. That's pretty nice, dude. That's slick. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that style of car from you. I like that.
I remember watching. So my dad was Scottish. We'd watch Top Gear all the time. I remember watching it with him, and there was an episode with this. There was a C63 and an Audi RS4. And I was like, this BMW is nice. Yeah, it's got the 6-speed manual in there.
Yeah, you could drive stick. That's impressive too. On it.
I haven't driven stick in like 3 years. I used to have the generation before this, E46. It was a 5-speed, just a 328i, nothing crazy. But yeah, I haven't driven stick in like 3 or 4 years. So
Yeah, it's usually
actually 3 years. It's been 3 years since I moved to Texas, and that's when I got rid of that car. So
It's usually a safety device for anybody under 30 years old. No one knows how to drive those anymore.
yeah.
Wow, impressive though, man. I like that style of car. I'm glad you're not like just the Lambo Bros type style, and you have some good taste. Or am I wrong?
What? Sorry, I spaced
No,
out for a second.
that you're not just a Lambo bro, and you actually have a decent taste in cars.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know if I would. If I was to get a Lambo, it would be like it would be like a Mercy, like same generation as this car. It's the one that Christian Bale had in the Batman movies.
Okay.
I think those are so sick.
Yeah. Hey, everyone keeps asking me what do I drive? I drive a 2018 Honda Civic. Great gas mileage. But then I'm Classic cars. Classic muscle cars. 1969 Dodge Charger. 1970 Dodge Challenger. But then the daily driver is a Honda Civic. Yeah, little design nose. Yeah, you can catch me. I'm a Mopar kind of guy. I would go to a Barrett Jackson auction. Ugh, Barrett Jackson auction. Look at this gold, man. Yeah, I'd take a 71 Plymouth. Those are sexy cars. Oh, I could show you a car I almost bought. I was so close to buying this. I don't know if it's on the Jackson side.
Do you ever go on like Bring a Trailer or any of that?
What's that?
Do you ever go on those car auction sites, Bring a Trailer? Like Bring a Trailer?
Not very often, no.
Okay, because I know they do a lot of classic cars on there too. Probably find something nice.
Yeah,
some of those classic cars are getting expensive.
Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, they're assets. I view them as assets where they appreciate. It's not like this. You have to pay someone 10 grand to change the brakes. Change the oil yourself. If it breaks down, you could change anything. Old cars like that were built differently. Not plastic, expensive crap that you have to order online.
Yeah, my brother's got some like 60s cars. He had a car from the 80s. He's done all the work on him himself. Like, he's done some crazy shit with it. He has an 80s Volvo, like an 80s 242 or whatever. It's a coupe.
Okay.
He LS swapped it and then put like Cadillac brakes on it and like a valved exhaust. And you get in it and it's like, I think it's like a 2,700 pound car and it feels like a death trap.
This is the car I almost bought, man. This is Nicolas Cage auctioned off his 1970 Plymouth. Oh man, I was so close to buying it.
That is nice.
And it didn't auction out for that much. I think it was like less than 300,000 is what it came off the. But this was it. I was so close, man. So close. The one thing that stopped me was you have to connect and verify everything through Barrett Jackson. Like, you go in, you set everything up, and if it's above a certain amount, it takes like 3 business days to verify. It was dumb. It was dumb. I couldn't connect my account fast enough by the time I seen this price go through. But yeah, this is a sexy car.
Nice.
I kind of have some regret not getting it now. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. I damn it, I want that car now.
Just gonna bring my stop up to the bottom of this base because if this wants to continue higher, it should just push. But I'm kind of thinking about taking this off here. I mean, it's 8:45, getting close to the end. Slow markets here.
Ash says the one thing that stopped me was the 300K. I know. No, it was 300,000 was cheap for that car. You'd be surprised. It was clean, very, very clean. It went for less than 300,000.
I'm going to get out of this.
Order filled.
There we go.
Trade,
a 5100 little.
Okay.
What is that? 40-point micro trade.
Yeah.
120-point mini trade.
Great trade. So, I mean, my trade's still on. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, we are gonna end the stream. You're gonna go pack, get ready to travel. I am going to be babysitting, and so that's gonna be fun and interesting. Any last words, man? This was a fun, slow-ish markets.
Next time I'll be on Topstep. I will be in Tampa.
You'll be in Tampa. All right, man. Well, travel safe. I wish you well. And I look forward to that $50 as soon as gold hits 47.
All right. Sweet. I've trading view alerts on that. So
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know.
I'll tag you on Twitter.
Yeah. If you tag me on Twitter, I would find out faster before this hits my stop loss, because as soon as I'm done here, I'm shutting off my computer and I won't look at the markets. So I'll find out from you first.
All right. Well,
Thanks.
have a good night, Dakota.
You too. Take care, everybody. Take care, chat. I'll see everybody bright and early tomorrow morning, and trade safe.